Welcome to another Game Nexus Mame review. Today we'll be looking at Street Fighter 3 Third Strike Fight for the Future. This game was released on the Capcom CPS3 arcade hardware in 1999.
Street Fighter 3.
And one interesting thing here is that the Japanese version only requires 1 coin, whereas the USA version requires 2 coins. It's probably because their money is different than ours, I would think. This is actually the first Street Fighter game to have more of a hip-hop soundtrack. I'm just going to pick Ken here. And you can pick your special moves. This is the American version, so everything, of course, is in English. We're going to fight Chun-Li. Interesting thing about the CPS3 arcade board is that it was basically a big arcade board with memory chips on it, and basically when the system started up it would flash the chips with a CD-ROM. So with these games, if you're playing the regular version of the game, you're actually going to have to wait like 20 minutes for the game to be flashed, like I had to on this one. As you can see from the game, the sprites are definitely better looking in this game as opposed to older Street Fighter games. Everything just looks sharper, it's better animated.
Prepare to strike, now!
Sound, of course, is better than it was in the older Street Fighter games. Music just sounds better. Now some of that hardcore special move there. One thing I just simply have to say here is, the thing I hated about this game is that not enough fighters from the previous Street Fighter games returned. Sure, quite a few actually made it here, but just not enough in my opinion. And adding Cammy would have really helped. There she goes. The first home port of this game was on the Sega Dreamcast in the year 2000. It eventually got some other consoles, the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox, in 2004 with the Anniversary Collection. It was bundled with Hyper Street Fighter 2. In Japan, actually, the PlayStation 2 got a separate release of this outside of the Anniversary Collection as well. None of the other Street Fighter 2 versions ever made it on any consoles other than Dreamcast. I figured since they thought this was the pinnacle of Street Fighter 3, they would just include this. Take care of Remy here. To me, he looks like a pathetic-looking male version of Paula Diamond from King of Fighters. That's what he looks like. I mean, what kind of dude has light blue hair? That just looks gay. No offense to gay people, of course, but just Remy just looks wrong. If it were white or if it were gray, that wouldn't be as bad, but baby blue, not so much. And of course, as you can see, I'm not exactly the best player here. But I get by, sort of. That's one thing I find kind of weird in this game. Some of the strike blasts are green.
Final round. Now.
I still like the fire uppercut. I've liked that since Street Fighter 2. Gotta like the kick. That's always fun. Oh, this is gonna do some damage. A little, not too bad.
You win.
I can remember when they were actually first trying to emulate this game, there was quite a bit of controversy. Everyone really wanted to emulate it really fast. The Capcom Play System 3 didn't come too easily because of the encryption. Oh, let's see, we get to choose to go to Brazil or Brazil. I don't know what I'll choose. I think I'll go to Brazil.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oro? Okay, as I was saying, the encryption on this hardware was very hard to figure out. So it took this hardware a long time to get emulated. And then when they eventually did break the encryption, people were actually just bitching to the developers of the emulator, like, do it faster, come on, you gotta get this game working. And I'm thinking to myself, these guys are emulating free games for you. Just because the latest and greatest games aren't emulated perfectly yet, doesn't mean you should bother them. One of the guys who was actually working on the project actually quit working on Mame for like quite a few months after CPS3 was finished because he just simply was tired of all the people emailing him, bugging him about this thing. And I can tell you, once Sega Naomi emulation gets to the same level, the same thing is going to happen. Any big hardware emulations on Mame always get a lot of attention. When CPS3 hit, it had to be the most attention Mame had gotten since Killer Instinct hit the emulator. And I'm just not even knowing where to categorize this. He's a one-armed thing wearing a toga. Come on, Capcom, couldn't you have, like, thought of a better character than that? Wouldn't even call him a guy, he just looks like some sort of mutant creature.
You win.
Look forward to battle. Live for the excitement of the fight. They should do voice acting now, it'd be so awesome.
Bonus stage.
Oh my god. It's Ken versus SUV.
Begin.
It's kind of cool how the SUV is a bit 3D. Take that, you stupid SUV. Gas-guzzling SUV. You're the problem, we're having a fuel crisis right now. Ken doesn't like SUVs, as you can see. Ken just totally pwned that SUV. Oh, there's no taunt. It's like, I am better than a car, yay. Well, basically, that's Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. Definitely a good game, but in my opinion, it still isn't nearly as good as Street Fighter 2, especially Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Well, until next time, that's been another Game Nexus Mame review,
Yeah, that makes sense.
and I'll see you later.